Hey everybody, Steve-O here for Movies and TVs on the Wall, and welcome back to movies. Me talking about posters and kind of give you an idea of kind of remembering what it kind of felt like to look at these posters in the movie theater. On this video, I'm going to be looking at all three Back to the Future posters. I've kind of got them in sort of a kind of a trilogy because Back to the Future feels like a trilogy. On the right, we have Marty McFly getting into the DeLorean, and which I always thought the door kind of looked like an actual car, flying car, but it wasn't. And he's looking at his watch, and I can remember like the poster said he was never late for school. He was always late for school. He was always late for dinner. He was always late for. And now he's back in time. And I really like this poster just because it's, you look at it, Back to the Future came out 41 years ago this year, and there's something about it that still kind of resonates with us to this day, and it still works, with the screenplay. And I really like the fact that we see the sparks, or we look at this kind of the heat from the car, and the doors open, and he's looking at his watch, and it works pretty well. And then you have Back to the Future Part 2, and I like what they did with Back to the Future Part 2 poster. They had Doc behind him, and Marty was in his sort of 2015, or the 2015 We Wish We Had get up with the power laces and the drying jacket. And I like the fact that, I noticed that Marty Doc is wearing sort of a kind of the suit he wore from the future. And I like the fact that there's two people in Back to the Future, two people in the Back to the Future poster. I think that works pretty fun. And the Back to the Future also uses the Roman numerals. Then you had Back to the Future Part 3, and with Part 3 you had the Wild Wild West in the background, and Marty and Doc and Claire, all three of them are trying to get in the car. And I like the fact that Marty is looking at his watch, and he is and Doc has got his hand on Marty. And I like the fact there's three people coming in, like I said, and the background is always interesting. That is always kind of interesting, is that it always shows the future, and it shows the Wild Wild West. So that's sort of the look of what I like about Back to the Future 1 and 2 and 3. As a poster, I think the poster is so iconic. Let me know what your thoughts are on it as well. And as always, like and subscribe. Peace.